Opposition leader reveals shocking Liberal plan to strip away your freedoms. A heated political battle has broken out in Parliament over the Liberal government's proposed ban on the sale of new gas-powered vehicles by 2035. Leading the charge against this sweeping policy is opposition leader Andrew Scheer, who warns that the move will strip away the rights of Canadians to choose how they live, work, and get around. Representing his constituents in Regina, Qu'Appelle, and speaking for millions across rural and working-class Canada, Scheer says this plan isn't just bad policy, it's a direct attack on affordability, choice, and economic sanity. Prime Minister Mark Carney's government, he argues, is forcing a top-down, ideological agenda onto people who can least afford it. Scheer's criticism has been sharp and unrelenting. He called the proposed ban elitist, tone-deaf, and disconnected from the daily struggles of ordinary Canadians. While urban Liberals may applaud electric vehicle (EV) mandates as progressive, Scheer says they ignore the basic realities of rural and suburban life. In vast regions of the country, where cold winters, long travel distances, and poor charging infrastructure make EVs unreliable, Canadians depend on gas and diesel-powered vehicles. This ban, he warned, won't just limit consumer choice, it will leave many people stranded, financially burdened, and without viable transportation. To emphasize how bad things have already become, Scheer shared a personal story. While helping his daughter shop for a used car, he expected to find something reasonable in the $14,000 to $15,000 range. Instead, even high-mileage, older vehicles were listed for nearly double that amount. The average new vehicle now costs over $67,000, and used vehicles hover around $38,000. These prices are unaffordable for a growing number of Canadians. According to Scheer, the Liberals' inflationary policies and regulatory interference have driven prices through the roof, and the EV mandate will only make it worse. Scheer made it clear, Conservatives aren't opposed to electric vehicles themselves. What they reject is the coercion behind the Liberals' plan. Technology, Scheer argued, should evolve through market forces and consumer demand, not through mandates, threats, or penalties. While EVs may work well for some people in cities with developed infrastructure, they are not yet a practical or affordable alternative for many Canadians. Particularly in remote, northern, or agricultural communities, gas-powered trucks and SUVs remain essential. The idea of banning them outright, he said, reveals just how far removed Ottawa is from everyday life. The underlying issue, Scheer said, is control. He accused the Carney Liberals of reviving the same top-down style of government that soured Canadians under Justin Trudeau. A government that decides what you can drive, how you heat your home, or what kind of job you can have is not protecting freedom, it's eroding it. He referred to the gas vehicle ban as a textbook example of the Liberals' busybody mentality, where bureaucrats impose lifestyle changes from above, leaving ordinary citizens to absorb the financial and personal consequences. In Scheer's words, this isn't environmentalism, it's authoritarianism in a green disguise. Scheer also raised alarm over the economic fallout. According to auto industry projections, banning gas-powered vehicles could cost up to 40,000 direct jobs in manufacturing, parts production, and dealership operations. Thousands more in supporting sectors could be lost as well. While some new employment may be generated in the EV industry, the transition will not be seamless. Many current jobs, especially in Ontario and Quebec, are tied to combustion engine supply chains. Without a comprehensive plan to support these workers, Scheer warned, the Liberals are driving the economy into a ditch while claiming they're steering it toward the future. He challenged the environmental justification for the ban too. Government figures suggest it would cut emissions by only 14 megatons per year by 2050. That's a modest impact, especially when compared to global emitters and more efficient climate strategies. Scheer argued that the same environmental goals could be met more effectively by expanding Canada's clean energy exports, particularly liquefied natural gas, LNG, to help countries transition away from coal. He said such a strategy would reduce global emissions far more significantly, without hurting Canadian workers or infringing on personal freedoms. During debate in the House, Scheer was pressed by the Bloc Québécois on whether he would respect Quebec's own EV mandate. He responded unequivocally, the Conservatives believe in provincial autonomy. If Quebec wants to pursue a ban on gas vehicles within its own jurisdiction, it has the right to do so. But Ottawa, he said, should not force this policy onto provinces where it doesn't fit. What works in Montreal may not work in Saskatoon, Thunder Bay, or Charlottetown. A federal one-size-fits-all ban, Scheer said, ignores the country's vast geographic, economic, and climatic diversity. Scheer's comments also served as a warning about Prime Minister Mark Carney's political trajectory. Carney, who succeeded Justin Trudeau after winning the Liberal leadership and 2025 snap federal election, was marketed as a technocrat with a fresh approach. But Scheer argued that Carney is proving to be more of the same, ideological, disconnected, and unwilling to listen. The gas car ban, he claimed, reveals a government more concerned with optics than outcomes. If Carney truly valued evidence-based policy, Scheer said, he would focus on affordable solutions that empower people, not punish them. Liberal MPs continue to defend the mandate as essential to meeting Canada's climate targets. But Scheer pointed out a recurring Liberal pattern: delay the full impact of controversial policies until after the next election. The ban, scheduled for 2035, won't fully hit consumers right away, but it's already distorting the auto market. Scheer accused the Liberals of political sleight of hand, pushing painful reforms just far enough down the road to escape immediate consequences. It's governance by stealth, he warned, and voters won't be fooled for long. To close his remarks, Scheer quoted C.S. Lewis, "Of all tyrannies, a tyranny sincerely exercised for the good of its victims may be the most oppressive." He said this is exactly what the gas vehicle ban represents: a government that claims to help but ends up controlling. Scheer warned that this kind of policymaking erodes freedom by appealing to conscience rather than consent. He urged Canadians to stand up before this becomes the norm, before more of their freedoms are quietly regulated out of existence in the name of good intentions. In his final appeal, Scheer called on Parliament to reject the gas vehicle ban and restore the right of Canadians to choose what they drive. He said the Conservative Party will continue to fight for common sense, economic opportunity, and individual liberty. Environmental goals, he added, must be pursued in a way that respects choice, safeguards jobs, and reflects the realities of everyday people. If Canada is to build a greener future, Scheer argued, it must be through cooperation, not compulsion. The Liberal plan, he warned, is not a roadmap to sustainability, it's a blueprint for control. And the time to stop it is now.